Come in. I have delicious pies. Eat up.
Alright, we are back with a follow-up to Creepy Tale 2. In case you missed the first video, upper right corner of the screen, I'll have a link for you. Check it out. Come on back to us. This right here is a game all about Brother Grimm's story, Central European folklore, and apparently terrible things happening to children. The princess apparently has been kinda kidnapped, put it under a spell of whatever witchy, weird stuff's happening over here. And the king is aware of this. And the king, instead of, sending the entire royal guard with this child to figure out what's happening, he just sent them by himself, but he gave me his blessing, I suppose. Now, people in the comments did tell me, Falcon, he did that because, it's a lore story where if a child saves the princess, he gets her hand in marriage.
Strange. Someone's been digging in the earth next to this tree.
That is strange indeed. And look, I get that. But, if it was my daughter, I'd be sending the entire platoon. All hands on deck. Villagers, you too. Go out there and search for my daughter into this creepy-ass forest. Speaking of creepy-ass forest, we have apparently a woodman here with a bunch of weird carvings on him. What do we got here? Seems we got a fruit.
A heavy fruit similar to a pear.
Okay. It is indeed a heavy fruit similar to a pear. Not quite a pear, but similar to it. What is it? Good question.
It's strange to see such a fragile little tree in the middle of this gloomy, imposing forest. The fruit is too high up. I can't reach it.
This is the reason why you never want to be under 6 feet tall. Alright, let's go into the creepy-ass cabin. There's obviously nothing bad could come from this.
It's so dark.
Now, let's see if we can locate items in the dark. Seems we might be able to light this up, though.
There's an old lantern hanging above the table.
This is true. Ah, we got no matches. Did we have matches at some point, or am I thinking about another game that I've been playing? Let's see if there's more down yonder. Otherwise, I have to start getting my juices flowing here. And by juices, I mean my cerebral ones, obviously. Get the old noggin to... No, not creepy at all. So we open this up. That guy's moved to a different location now, by the way. Well, we could open it, but I can't move afterwards. I was thinking maybe you put something when it opens. So how about we try to put something beforehand? How do I use items again? No. This is technically how you use items, but... Oh, the mushroom. Mushroom honey thing.
Strange seed.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So, by the looks of it, we have to get the other fruit, bring it down, cut it open, get a seed, put it in there, and then we're fine. The problem is, I don't know how to get the other one because it's so high up. Could we cut the tree, maybe? Oh.
Sorry, little tree, but I need your fruit.
Yes. Okay, everything is on. Come down here, whoever you are. What? The door tries to open up, though, when I bring it down. So, you know what? Bring the door open. Yes. Okay. I've been accustomed to cutting every single fruit we've gotten. There it is. Okay. Oh, good. Blood. That's what you want to see. Shovel. We saw earth that was earlier before that it was apparently recently dug. So we know how to use that. What do we got here? Journal?
There's a diary.
I'm not the type to keep a diary, but I just had to write down the events that have happened to me recently. Last night in the Drunk Dragon Inn, I was fortunate to converse with a very strange character, dressed in layers of robes and a hooded cloak on top. The stranger sat down at my table out of the blue, helped himself to a jug of ale, and started talking. I never saw his face, just two bright blue eyes gleaming out of the depths of his hood. He told me that at Lake Yulteku, whatever that might say, you can collect living water that can imbue inanimate objects with consciousness and the ability to move. The wooden golem we saw outside. All I had to do was carve some rough wooden figures that would be transformed into my loyal servant. In exchange, he asked me to give him one of the idols as payment for his sage advice. His tale kept me awake all night, and then dawn broke. I set out for the lake. The lake looked utterly ordinary, and after scolding myself for being so gullible, I decided to turn back for home, and then I saw a strange glimmer in the water. I returned home with several bottles full of living water, and I set to work immediately. I worked for several days straight, not stopping to sleep, and at the end of it, my first idol was ready. I splashed a little water on its face, and I was shocked to see my wooden child's crude, inanimate features suddenly fill with life. Its eyes sparkled with awareness, and the first words it spoke were, "Hello, Father. I am ready to serve." It could speak, but it did not move. I thought I must have made a mistake somewhere along the way, so I made a second idol, but the result was just the same. I began to experiment with the shape of the figure with the head of the wood I used, but all my efforts were in vain. My idols could speak, but they could still not move. My work had hit a dead end, and I was in the depths of despair when there came a knock at my door. It was the very same stranger standing in my doorway. He was very apologetic, but he told me that living water from the river had lost its former potency, and now it would only grant the gift of thought. To achieve the next step, I would have to go to the cursed lake of Saxtatone and take dead water from it, which I would make my idols move. After packing everything I would set for my perilous journey, and I set out for the lake. The lake greeted me with a sinister wall of fog, and the closer I got, the deeper the darkness grew around me. The only sound I could make out were chilling whispers in a language unknown to me. And then my foot stepped straight into the lake's shallows, enveloped in the black haze, unable to see. I filled my first flask, but as soon as I reached to fill a second, the whispering intensified. I got the feeling that something huge, something unfathomable, had turned its gaze on me. I began to feel my control over my limbs, my own free will slipping away. I don't know what saved me that day, but I focused my mind and bolted back the way I had come, running until I could see the familiar lands of home on the horizon. The dead water I collected on that perilous expedition gave the idols the power of movement. They served me faithful and helped me in my work. We were in the forest when it started raining heavily. It seemed to wash all the dead water off the idols, and they froze in whatever pose they were in. Luckily, I still have dead and living water to create new helpers. Next time, I will have to be extremely careful and take precautions to avoid a repeat of this, for I never want to return to that cursed lake. Bing, bing, bing. I really hope that's not a sound puzzle I have to remember. I'm terrible when it comes to, sound puzzles.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
It would have been foolish to expect a chest full of treasure, but a skeleton?
Well, it's got a key, and we know there's a lock. Ooh.
Wow, a whole wooden troop. Hello? The idol could help me out. I just need to find a way to breathe life back into it.
So, I think, because I don't remember seeing those symbols that are here anywhere else so far. I'll probably go take another look, but remember I mentioned sound puzzle? This has to be it, right? So, look, alright, it also does 4 different ringtones. I guess if you can call them that. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1. Three, 1, 3. What? Oh.
Thank you, boy. Now I can speak again.
Oh, but you can't move.
Who are you?
I am but a part of the great sycamore tree, transformed by my creator into a form in its image. Life dwells within trees, rocks, and every blade of grass, but we are usually not in a form that allows us to converse with humans. Here I am again, among your kind, so my journey is not yet at an end.
Your creator, is this his house?
No, he departed this world long ago. Another cabinet maker lived here. He disappeared around a year ago, by my reckoning, though I may have lost track of time while I was standing here.
That's sad.
Boy, I can see you're lost. Help me, and I will lead you out of the deep woods. Sprinkle that water on me, so that I may walk again.
Where can I find it?
The owner feared to keep it in the house, so he stored it in the earth next to a fragile little tree.
Oh, you mean, this guy here? More than one use for this tree, after all. Alright, buddy. Hopefully you don't turn around and, like, you know, kill me or something, huh?
Thank you, boy. I suppose you know too much now. To avoid any problems in the future, I will have to kill you.
I was being facetious. What about you?
It should work. That is, of course, as long as the diary wasn't just the mad scribblings of a crazy person.
Oh, that can't be it. Please don't kill me too.
I am ready to serve a new master.
Good. That would be me. There we go. Follow me along, my friend. Okay. Look at him. He's super angry now. Can I talk to him? He can't move anyways, that's fine. You can be as mad as you want. You can't even move. You can't judo chop me to death anymore, my friend.
But wait! There's more!
Well, I gotta tell you, I am absolutely shocked and a little bit appalled by this entire turnabout. I thought with the first one, he would just get on his shoulders and command them to walk across the water for him. Not just push him in without even a second to think about it, you know? That was just like no chill. In the water you go, lifeless creature.
I'm starving. Decent folk must live here. I'm sure they won't mind if I ask for some bread. I could do with the energy.
I mean, how do you know they're decent folk? It's, you know,
I
quite...
heard
oh,
a
no.
noise at the window. Is somebody knocking to come in?
Hello, Granny. I've been wandering in the forest all day and I'm exhausted. Could I trouble you for a small piece of bread?
Come in, boy. Eat, rest. I won't do you any harm.
No, of course not. Of course you won't.
Come in. I have delicious pies. Eat up.
Couldn't help but notice the collection of bones she had. Jeez, we're even bleeding off the nose. Surprised to even be alive.
Guys, what's going on?
Isn't it obvious? We're sunning ourselves while we wait for lunch.
Right, and we are lunch.
What do you mean?
I mean what I said. There'll be soup, casserole, and pies, not made from pork, but from children.
They're on a diet right now.
Clearly, Jens really was seriously ill.
What are you talking about?
There was another boy with us, Jens, all plump and rosy-cheeked.
They noticed his right meaty flanks right away. The very first night, he was put on a spit and roasted.
That terminology is a little bit weird, but we'll ignore it.
But they didn't know that Jens had been sick.
They were suffering for days afterward. Then we see the old woman carrying squirrels out of the forest.
They must be having squirrel soup to settle their stomachs.
But as soon as they feel better, they'll kill us and cook us in a stew.
Very lovely people. It's gotta be something that's a little chef for us, right? Oh. Maybe do it again. Oh, there we go. Some green stench coming from there. Oh, that was convenient. A board from the roof just fell, and this obviously very high quality lock just came off. Could apparently go in there.
Ow! The leaves burn and sting. I can't pick them with my bare hands. Thorns everywhere. The creepy plant has surrounded the house like a protective barrier.
Okay. 2 different sprinklers.
Cupboard containing pickled foods. Hearts. Kidneys.
All of children. You forgot to mention the eyeballs over there as well.
Table with a locked drawer.
Oh, good. She's apparently feeding a man with no legs. So we can find some items in here right now. There's a dagger. It's my dagger. Let me find a container. Oh, we can unlock this room now. Okay, perfect. We gotta figure out what is collectible up here. Meanwhile, she's feeding homeboy. Leg a la bocasa. Plump infant. Beautiful. So, by the looks of it, I believe it's gonna be this right here. And in case you're wondering about the poison, this here is how you figure it out.
I think that's enough leaves. I need to grind them down and see what I get. The powder has a slight glow and smells faintly of almonds. Could it be? Have I actually made a poison?
Well, something happened. He sent her back like that's not what I wanted. Drinking coffee. Oh, I'm supposed to smoke you too as well, do I?
Okay. Do it. Do it.
Pretty grim, huh? But hey, you know what? These weren't good people after all. Oh, why'd the bird die as well? I guess we just gotta wander about without touching or stepping on anything. Oh, it's terrifying. I mean, what can he do, though? Okay, you have me by the leg. Oh my god. I guess he could eat you straight up. I was just like, I mean, what's he gonna do? Okay, he's grabbed me by the leg with his hands. He's not going anywhere, he can't move. He's gonna have to give up eventually, and then we're free. No way, man. He's just gonna apparently chow down on you. So I guess we gotta basically shank him. Yeah. He comes to no matter what. Oh, dude. Oh, jeez. What'd I tell you about this game? We just got through the lighthearted part at the start. Look at what's happened so far. Let's let these kids out of here and let's go. Jeez Louise.
Run home. This cursed family is at an end.
Thank you, boy, but we have no home.
We can stay here, chop down all the thorny weeds, fix up the house, and live happily.
Not a bad idea. Fix the place up a little inside and enjoy life. It's got everything you need. But it's time for me to press on. Farewell.
Safe travels. Take care.
Yeah, you might want to just be, you know, just a bit of a heads up. There's 2 dead people inside of there. One of them is missing hands and half of his blood's apparently now seeped through the board, but sure. Hey. Good luck in cleaning that place up. Jeez Louise. Alright, well, I'm going to wrap it up here. I think that's the perfect place to game save. Perfect place for us to wrap up. Jeez. I mean, where do you go from here?